Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bubbles with Bethany. I am so excited that you're all here because this week we have a very, very special guest whom I adore. Kathy Fettke is here with us. Kathy is a super, super rock star real estate investor. She hosts the most incredible retreats you ever want to attend. And what's funny, I'm saying that even though I host my own retreats, I will say Kathy's retreats are fantastic. She is the host of, is it the Real Wealth Podcast? Is that the name of the
The
podcast?
Real Wealth, the Real Wealth Show, and then I also have Real Estate News for Investors. It's the little short one.
Awesome. I love that. And she also runs the Real Wealth Network, which is a fantastic, amazing network of real estate investors. And you guys do some coaching through there too, yeah? You and Rich?
Yeah.
I'm
at Real Wealth. We don't charge for the coaching at Real Wealth. We just help people along their journey. We have a referral brokerage there, helping people buy investment property, but the coaching is included.
I love that so much. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Welcome everyone. Kathy, I so adore you and I'm so excited to talk to you today. And I'm going to kick it off right away because I know people have questions for you. So I want to start the conversation off and then give people a chance to ask questions if that's okay with you.
Of course.
And my first question, as always, is I always talk about creating conscious wealth, and the best way to do that is to define your lane, which is what you're passionate about, what you're amazing at, and what is like your unique superpower. So you, Kathy, what is your unique superpower?
I think over the years, it's been able to take very complicated topics and simplify it. I don't know why. It's just something I can do. Maybe from my newsroom, my broadcasting days when I remember there was one time that Hillary Clinton came out with her new healthcare plan, and it was thick, tall, lots of pages, and we had to report on it within 20 minutes. So it's like I've been able to just take that information and put it in a 60-second soundbite, I guess.
That's an amazing superpower, though, because you do deal with some really complicated structures and complicated deals and that sort of thing. And let's talk, though, for a second about your background, because that's actually kind of an awesome lead into what you do now. And I guess probably why you're one of the OG podcasters, right?
Oh yeah, my background is in broadcasting. When I was 18, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and someone invited me to go into the newsroom. I think it was CBS in San Francisco, and I just walked in and was like, "This is what I want." And ended up getting a broadcast degree at San Francisco State. Interned at CNN, ended up working there, and then KTVU, Fox News. Back when Fox News was just news, there was no slant. You weren't even allowed to even have a slant. You had to show both sides equally. Anyway. And then I was at ABC7. And then I met Rich. We had children. I didn't want to chase fires or murderers anymore. And so I was a happy housewife until he was told he had melanoma and had 6 months to live. He's fine. And the doctor was wrong. But it was at that time, I was like, I've got to figure out a solution. And I had a radio show just on the side. I was a stay-at-home mom, but I kept a Saturday show, and I completely turned that into how do I make money, and ideally passively from home so I could be with the family, raise the kids. We had 2 young kids, and I just went on a mission to interview people, and was a career woman. So I had a lot of that going on. Like, oh, I'm a bad person for being, wanting a career. And so it's just like just letting those voices go and diving into this stream of prosperity that's available to all of us. To me, that's conscious wealth, and to all of us. And when you understand that exists, you don't have to take, you don't have to cheat, you don't have to lie and steal and do the things, because you know that there's always enough, and you will always be provided for.
I love that. The thought of abundance. And the very first thing you said really resonates, which is that, you being wealthy doesn't mean I can't be, or me being wealthy doesn't mean you can't be. We can all do this. It's not a zero-sum game,
and let me just explain, let me just share that. Okay. So here we are. Let's just say that Bethany hires me as a coach and pays me money. And I get paid and I'm looking at the person next to me is Kenton. So now I take that money and I take one of his classes and he takes the money he just earned from me and he buys something from Sandra. See, the money, people have this belief that money is just like a thing. It is so fluid. We could have that $100 flow through all of us. The only thing you have to do is provide something of value. So
I
there's
love that. Yeah.
always enough.
It's and I do love that sort of the energy on money of it's not a thing to have. It's a thing to use.
To use, and every single one here could have that $100 passed around
Mhm.
because all of us could probably need something or use something from somebody here.
Yeah. Which is another part of what we do that I just love so much. I think probably everybody who's ever heard me speak for 5 minutes knows that I was ready to give up the practice of law. I hated it. It was like the people I was working for, it was like they treated me like I was the help and I couldn't get strategic. It was just sort of, and I love this community because it's a community. Right?
Mm,
It's we all get to, when people come to me, we're strategizing. I'm not just like churning out documents or whatever. They're asking me
yeah.
about how do I build this sustainable, scalable business? And that's what's so fun is that the same way that money flows, all of us in community can flow with all of our unique gifts and talents, our superpowers, all the things, right? And I love that so much. And this community specifically is what sort of reignited my passion for getting back into it's not the law that I love. It's giving to the community, right? And then
Mhm.
what I
Helping
receive by
people.
giving to the community, I think is what's so great. And I think that you kind of just hit that. It's the same thing with the flow of money. If you have that mindset, you have that mindset, right? All of it flows, whether it's your energy or your money or your talents or whatever it is. And I think that's such a cool thing that we have available to us.